In this video, I am going to derive the chain rule using the four-step process for derivatives. So I'm just going to simply write down the chain rule. We've got a function f of x equals O of I of x. Again, my notation, I stands for the inner function, O stands for the outer function, and we know the derivative of this equals O prime of I of x, the derivative of the outer function applied to the inner function, times I prime of x. All right, so let's go through our four-step process. Step 1, find f of x plus h. That's O of I of x plus h. Step 2, f of x plus h minus f of x. So far, nothing too exciting. O of I of x plus h minus O of I of x. Step 3, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h, which is O of I of x plus h minus O of I of x divided by h. And here I'm going to do a little work before we do step 4, which is our limit. So let's take this here, and we're going to multiply it by something. X plus h, O of I of x plus h minus O of I of x, all divided by h. I'm going to multiply this by something that looks like the derivative or help me find that I prime. So I'm going to multiply by I of x plus h minus I of x divided by I of x plus h minus I of x. So multiplying by the same thing in the numerator to denominator, so that's allowed. So, and now I rearrange slightly. O of I of x plus h minus O of I of x divided by I of x plus h minus I of x times I of x plus h minus I of x divided by h. And in this second term, we can see if we make take the limit as h goes to 0, we're going to get I prime of x. It's a little harder to see. This first term should be O prime of I of x, but we need to do a little more work. So let's let k equal I of x plus h minus I of x. As h goes to 0, k is clearly going to go to 0 as well. So let's look at our first term here. Our first term, I of x plus h, is equal to I of x plus k. So this, skip down, this first term we're going to be able to rewrite as O of I of x plus k minus O of I of x, all divided by k. Second term we leave alone, I of x plus h minus I of x divided by h. All right, so now I'm going to take the limit as h goes to 0 of this stuff. And we know when h goes to 0, k goes to 0. If we have the limit of a product, that's the product of the limits. So this is equal to the limit. I'll just rewrite it as k goes to 0. O of I of x plus k minus O of I of x divided by k, multiplied by the limit as h goes to 0, I of x plus h minus I of x divided by h. And so this first term becomes O prime of I of x times the second term, which is just I prime of x, which is our chain rule. So that's our derivative of our function, and we have derived the chain rule.